So in this video, we're going to complete page 36, question 4, the Boyne Valley Bridge. Okay, so it's a cable bridge, and it's, you can see here by them little symbols, it's divided into equal spaces going up the side here and equal spacings across the bottom here. Okay, the very first thing I'm going to do in this question is I'm going to draw this grey main structure of the bridge. So the bit here where the cars drive along and the bit holding up the cables. That's the first thing I'm going to draw in this question. Then we're going to talk about all them divisions in a minute, okay? So it gives me my sizes for all them. So it's 160 from here to here, 10 from this thickness, then 80, 10, back in, up across. So that should be easy enough for you to draw that plus, right? You should be all well able to draw that plus. So I'm going to draw it out here now as well on my page. $160. 10, then it goes 80. So it's 160, 10, 80. It's 10 millimeters thick here where the car is driving top of. And then this is 30 millimeters below here. And from the top line here, it is 100. So it's 100 millimeters up here. So I'm just darkening in the bridge here now. So that's the main structure of the bridge drawn in there. Okay, if we go back here now and start looking at our divisions. So the first one I'm going to divide is along here. So if you look, the cables don't go right into the very end. They're 100 millimeters from the start here to the end. So it's 100 millimeters. So what I'm going to do along my bridge is I'm going to measure 100 millimeters, do a mark, and I'm going to call it A and B. So from this corner, I'm going to measure 100 millimeters, which is here. I now have points. I'll do it in black so you can see it better. I now have points A over in this very far corner here, and point B up there. Okay, so I have A and B. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to count how many divisions I need. So how many lines? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 lines. Okay, 7 lines. All I'm going to do is in between A and B, divide that line equally into 7 places using the method we learned in class last week. Okay, so in corner A, I'm going to draw an angle, a line up at any angle. Doesn't matter what angle. Okay, going to get my compass. Get a distance on my compass. This distance does not matter as well. Point on A, do a swing. Move the compass, keep the distance the exact same, put the point on the swing you made, 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you need to extend that line, extend it, okay? I was just lucky there, I just fitted on the line. If you need to extend the line, extend it. Okay. Our very furthest away point from A, so our furthest away mark, gets drawn down to B. Okay, so our furthest away mark gets lined up with B, one of our set squares. So it's lined up with B, lined up with the furthest away mark. Our second set square comes up to the bottom, and we draw in these lines then parallel to where they cut the top of the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are my 7 divisions there done so. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's also 7 up in the top, alright? It's 50 millimeters down from the very top, so I'm going to measure down 50. I'm going to mark A and B, and then I'm going to do my angle line and divide it up on this side. So up at the very top, it only comes down 50 millimeters, so mark my 50 millimeters, which is here. Okay? I'm going to call one corner A, I'll call the corner up at the very top A. We call this corner here B. And now I'm doing the exact same method. So from A, draw a line out at any angle. Get a random distance on your compass and keep that distance on your compass. And I'm going to swing 7. So 1, 6, 7. Okay. The furthest away one gets lined up with B. We can draw that in. And then we draw the rest of them parallel. So remember, sliding set squares for parallel lines. Now where these lines cross correspond with where these lines cross down the bottom. So I can just join these in. So B goes to B. A is going to A. And then you can just join in your one. So my second one here is going to my second one up here. Third to third. Fourth to fourth, and so on. Yeah, so that's one side of it done. Now, there's a quick little cheat we can do for the other side, okay? So, we're going to have to divide this one up here because it's 50. It's a different measurement than over here. But our top is staying the exact same. So I can just bring my top straight across with my t-square. And it's going to mean that I don't have to do my like construction over here of dividing it. It just speeds it up a small little bit for us. Which, at any chance we can, we love speeding things up. So we can bring across these straight across. So there are all the points there now. Now from this corner I'm going to measure back 50. I'm going to mark A and B, and I'm going to do the exact same thing again with my bisecting a line into an equal number of parts method. So 50, which is here. So I have A and B. So draw your line up from A at any angle. Any distance on your compass, mark 7, because it's divided into 7 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get one of your set squares and line up your very furthest away mark from A with B. Second set square comes up to the bottom of the first one and gets super glued to the table. That creates parallel lines. The method we're using is sliding set squares. Same thing now as before, they just get drawn up to each other. So B to B, A to A. And now do all your ones in between. So the first one here, that first one. Second with the second, third with the third, and so on. So that's the question fully completed. 1, 2, 3. So we have to do 3 of the constructions bisecting a line into an equal number of parts. And they're done nice and lightly. Like you can see there now in my drawing, they should be fading kind of into the background. Mine are even a slight bit heavy, just so they come out in the camera for you. Okay? So that's page 36, question 4, the solution.